Hands of the One Sith, hear my call. The dark side is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural, such is the way of this comic series. Legacy, undeniably the most famous, the greatest, and in my opinion, the most famous of all comic series in all of fiction. The Legacy comic issue sees Darth Krayt fighting against Cade Skywalker after the massacre on Ossus. The Jedi are all but extinct, but Krayt has his own set of problems. In particular, one Twi'lek problem, his own former hand and apprentice, Darth Wyyrlock. After the climactic battle of Had Abaddon, Krayt was severely weakened and inhibited by Darth Wyyrlock, and can't smirk. Wyyrlock, sensing his treacherous nature and the weakness within Krayt. Seeing and exploiting this, Wyyrlock killed Krayt. However, you can't keep a bad Sith down, especially one that could potentially eclipse the power of Sidious. I remember founding a new order of the Sith, the One Sith, and lying hidden for more than a century in wait with my lieutenants, the first of the Wyyrlock line among them, waiting for the right time to emerge. I remember searing pain, every nerve fibre ablaze, then darkness and cold. I remember the yawning abyss of the grave waiting to suck me all the way in. I remember a secret I learned that opened the galaxy to me anew and made me see it differently. Astride the grave, I saw the truth of things and fought my way back. I remember the lives I have lived. Tusken Raider, son of Jedi Sharad Het, Jedi Master Asharad Het, Darth Krayt, Dark Lord of the Sith. I remember founding a new order of the Sith, the One Sith, and lying hidden for more than a century in wait for the right time to emerge. I remember the words spoken by Karnus Mur, an ancient Sith Lord, that opened my eyes far more than he intended. I remember a trap, an ignominious defeat, burning pain, and being cast to my death. I barely remember wrapping myself in the Force to survive. I remember betrayal by the one who should have been loyal beyond reproach. I dimly remember driving my consciousness, my life force deep within myself, seeking safe haven, while my body served as a prop to another's ambition. I remember healing myself with the Force, gradually becoming stronger, my body protected and trapped, my stasis field. I remember the faithful one, Talon, near enough to hear the thoughts I projected into her mind, to sense my life force and release me. Now I am back. My betrayer will know my revenge. Then I will bend the galaxy to my will. The Sith Temple on Coruscant, Darth Wyyrlock, addresses the One Sith. Some of you believe that because you saw Lord Krayt in a vision that he is alive. Krayt is dead. I know because I killed him. His health failed and his mind with it. He was too weak to lead the One Sith. Were the Krayt of old, I could not have done it. I am now the One Sith's leader. If this pretender comes to Coruscant, the One Sith will fight him, and I will kill him. This shall it be. Any words from Coruscant, Salai?
None, Father. Coruscant is silent. Nile was tasked to find Talon and Krayt, but he has sent no word. The ships you have sent have vanished with no trace.
War is coming to Coruscant, and you must leave now, Sali. Hide until the battle is over.
No.
It is my will. Your power is nascent and not fully realized. Be patient. Your time will come. Go now. Will the One Sith fight beside you, Lord Wyyrlock? I have fractured the Order, Darth Strife. The coming battle will determine its fate. I will face Krayt as a warrior of the dark side. Who will you side with, Strife?
Might decides I will follow the victor. It is the way of the Sith.
Coruscant. 8 years ago, it was the jewel of the galaxy. Now, Krayt's dragon ships hang in the polluted sky, casting dark and predatory shadows of war. Coruscant citizens have forfeited their souls.
On the steps of the throne room of the Sith Temple, guards wait. They sense a dark presence approaching in the Force. Within the throne room, Darth Wyyrlock senses it too, a firestorm of raw emotion and cold rage.
I remember the day Order 66 was given. I remember others, here when this was the Jedi Temple, intent on death as I am intent on death. I remember the collective scream of the Jedi in the Force, of the younglings slain in the attempt. I felt their pain through the Force, and it was as though I saw the horror with my own eyes. I can never forget. This time, those screams will be from my own children, the one Sith. Those who stand with the usurper die with him. The path is opened by blood. You're dead! I killed you! You betrayed me, Lord Wyyrlock. Of all who followed me, you were the closest. I behaved as any Sith would, as a Sith should, killing his master. I offer no apology. I would accept none. Begin. You are strong, Lord Crate, but I know who you are, who you were, and where your weaknesses lie. I know your story. I know how you remember your past, your illustrious father's death, the loss of the one you loved, the death of the Jedi Order, your torture at the hands of the Yuzong Vong, your death by my hand, how you cling to your past, how you cling to your pain. It defines you. It reveals you. For generations, the Wyyrlock served, kept you alive, served as your voice when your physical frailties forced you into stasis. We hid your weakness. What do you know of me, of my own desires and plans? Nothing. I kept my own counsel, and I waited. I am greater than you ever suspected, and you are so much less than you believed yourself to be. I have become so much more than you know, traitor. This is not your trap, it is mine, and it is time you died. Veed, isn't it? You are no longer Regent. There is no need. You may, however, return to your post as Grand Admiral.
By your will, my lord.
I thought once to bring peace and order to the galaxy through the existing governments, to align the worlds to the rule of the one Sith. That cannot work. The galaxy must experience the pain of death and the rapture of rebirth as I have. I will bring chaos. It is time for war.
So, my acolytes, that is where we're going to conclude. Legacy is truly one of the greatest comics I've ever seen, as I've stated numerous times. But with that out of the way, I'll see you in a galaxy far, far away. Remember, the Force will be with you, no matter how dark and treacherous the path ahead may seem.